where we also love to get feedback from you as well at the end of the session. So this session is going to be divided into, it's going to be handled by myself and Fashola. Um, Fashola is going to talk about offline mode. Offline mode is a feature that a lot of people have requested for. Some people usually have issues with internet, so that is our solution to that. We just launched that a couple of weeks ago, and we already have some customers that are using it. So Fashola is going to start us up with offline mode and all the functionalities, and afterwards then we can take it up. Fashola, are you ready on your side?
Yes.
All right, yeah, Fashola, you can go ahead with the demo, please.
Okay, good afternoon, everybody. So my name is Benjamin Fashola, like I've been introduced. So I'm going to be, quickly demonstrating our offline functionality. So this is like a feature that a lot of people have been requesting for, and we are happy that it's finally out. And this, this feature is actually here to solve a lot of problems, especially when there is no internet. Also, actually, the goal of this feature is to solve, selling problems. So in case when I start sharing my screen, we may not be seeing some features for the offline. The goal of the offline is for us to be able to sell actually. So let me go ahead and share my screen. Then I'm going to be going over the app and demonstrating how the offline mode works. Okay, please confirm if you can see.
This time we win.
Yeah, can anybody see my screen? Hello?
Yes, we can see your screen.
Okay. Yeah, we like this Discord to be very interactive so that we all can be on the same page, so that I can, yes, we understand what is going on. And at any point in time, if we feel like we have a question, please let us not hesitate to ask so that we can, have a full scope of what this feature is all about. All right, so what we are seeing on my screen here, this is the online app actually. So we have the offline app here. So I'm using two browsers so that we can, separate it so that we can see what is going on here and there. All right, so the starting point of offline, the major thing about offline is that we have a copy of the Lumi app that we install on our system as business. So when there is downtime, maybe internet access or internet access issue, we can switch to this offline and continue selling. Basically, the offline app will contain all our products offline, and we can still continue selling. And maybe when the internet is back, we can sync. And all the sales we have offline so far will be pushed online so that we can see everything online also. So actually, we encourage syncing time to time, maybe in an hour interval. Reason for this is because we don't want situation whereby there will be a lot. Maybe when the internet, maybe when the system can crash, anything can happen to the system. So we don't want businesses to suffer data lost in a situation whereby anything happens to their system. So in order to keep our data safe, so we want to encourage everyone to always sync their offline app time to time. So when offline app is installed on our system, on our own local machine, we are going to have an icon like this, just like what we can see on my screen with Lumi logo. So this icon is like when you want to start every other normal application on your system. So once you double click, double click, this app will start running. So let me close the app and just start it all over again so that we can see how it works. So basically, now I double click. So basically, we are going to see two terminals like this running. So we don't have to worry about it. So these are the offline server, like just a small server that is working on our local system that is powering the app. And also, just so you know, if we have this app installed on one system in your shop or in your outlet, the app that is on this system can also work for other system or devices connected to that same network within our local network, even on our phone. What we just have to do is, once the app is running on the main system where we are going to install it, it's going to give us an IP address like this, a network IP, where other system in that network can access the app. So even with our phone, when there is no internet access, and we can continue selling. So now from what we can see on my screen, the app is running. You can see serving, we have our network IP. We can either copy it or just do control and click. So this will open the app for me on the browser. So my app is running already. So this is offline. And on this Firefox here, this is online. So this is what we have here. So I'm just going to be demonstrating very quickly how we can, create our products. If we have products offline, let's say we sync today, we have just 2 products. If we create another product tomorrow, the product also we are started appearing offline immediately we finish syncing. So if we go to products now, inventory, then product. On my screen, you can see I have just 4 products in my inventory at the moment. And also, if we go to offline, inventory, product, we have 4 products as well. So let me go to online, create another product real quick. Then I'm going to come offline and sync. Then immediately we see that product will also appear offline. That is to tell you that the app is in sync with the online. Though the syncing requires when the internet access is back, when the internet access is, is good. So because it requires internet access to pull the new data you've created online to the offline. So let me just do that real quick before I go to selling, which is the major thing. So this is online. Let me go to product, create a product. So let's assume I'm into gadgets products. I'm into gadgets says I want to sell, I want to create a product for this iPhone 20. I don't know if there's iPhone 20 yet anyway. So this is a mobile phone. These are the store where this product will be available. Then I select my base units. So we can enter our SKU. Everything we enter here will also be available online. Will also be available offline, So the cost price, let's assume it is 300,000. The initial stock, that is what I have in stock now, is 15. Then my selling price is 450. Then create. So now we are going to observe that now we have 5 products here online. So let me go to my offline application. At the moment, we have just 4 left. Even if I refresh, we have just 4 left. So if you look at the top here, we have a button here that says start syncing. The tool tip is saying make sure your data is up to date, connect to internet access to sync your offline and online records. So once we click on this button, the process will start and the syncing will begin. So once the syncing is done, is this button something is going to change and mark and tell us syncing is completed. So at that point in time, our products that we've created online, we started showing offline. So that is how to do that. Also, if we change our cost price, our selling price, or we restore anything at all that we do on our products online, because on this offline, you cannot do all those things. We don't have a lot of options offline. So the reason for this is because so that there won't be data inconsistency, whereby your price offline is different from what you have online, and that is going to create a lot of issues. So we make sure that, okay, this kind of functionality is only available in one place, which is the online, which is the main. So this offline is just like a slave of the main. Then the purpose is for you to sell, not to manage your inventory. So now that is that. So if you want to change your price, you want to change anything in your product, you have to do it online. Then you sync. So once you sync, everything will be updated. So the syncing process has started and it's ongoing. So while this is going on, this might take a few seconds or a few minutes. That depends totally on the amount of products we have, because basically what the system is doing is going through all our online data, making sure that they match with what we have offline. So that is that. So while this is going on, once this is done, we are going to come back here, try to see if our product is now available offline. Okay, so while that is going on, let me go to our sell mode and sell offline. Let me go offline. Oh, good. So the syncing is completed, syncing successful. So let me refresh. I think the system should refresh itself automatically. Okay, it has refreshed itself automatically. So now we see down that we have the iPhone 20 I created online is now showing here. So that is how we can update our products offline. We do it online, we sync, and those data will be updated offline. So let me go to selling. Just so you know, this is also applicable to maybe you create a new store online, or you invite a new cashier, maybe you get a new staff. Everything you want to do that has to do with manage, you do it online, you sync, and they'll be available offline. So I want to go to my main store and sell, and the expected behavior is that whatever I sell offline should go online. All right, so let me say I'm selling iPhone 16, I'm selling 3. This is the price. So we check out, we have all these available payment method offline as well. So you can pay with transfer, pay with card, pay with cash, credit, split payments, and PR payments. So let me say I want to pay with card this time around. Let me select a customer. Also for customer, we can create customer offline because that is crucial. So even without internet access, if we're working offline, we can create all our customers. And also all our customers that we've created online, they will also be pulled offline. So they will also be available for us offline. So let me pick this, my customer, then charge. Okay, so, somebody have a question?
Okay, please, Ma, you unmute. Can you unmute yourself?
And you could go ahead. You just go ahead.
Okay.
Please go ahead. So let's get to the end first.
Okay, all right.
Oh, okay. All right. We're trying to process another. So we implemented a mechanism recently to detect duplicate order. So let me check if this my order has been created already. Okay. Yeah, not this. Yeah, please give me a sec. Okay. Yeah, I might need to do something really quick. So allow the order. So it's send this order as a duplicate order from my end because of the order I just created. So I think we can attend to that question while I fix this from my end.
Unfortunately, I think you can just check out another order so that we can do this quickly because we still have quite a number of. We can create a new order. Please.
Yeah, I'm going to create a new order now so that we can move fast.
Laduni, your video is on, Mrs. Laduni. Turn off your video, ma. Mrs. Laduni. Mrs. Laduni, in case you don't notice, your video is on. You can off your video, ma. Laduni.
Hello. Hello.
Hello, sir. Yes, sir. Please go ahead.
Fashola, are we good?
Okay, yep. So it should be good now. So let me share my screen again so we can continue. Okay, so reason for this is I have a settings on my own developed that is on my own system that is blocking the order. So the order has been created. So let me close this and check out again. I'm selling iPhone 16. Check out. This time around, I want to use transfer as a payment method. Okay, so the order has been created. So from here, we can see our sales. That is everything we've been selling so far. So this is what I've been selling so far in my offline. Let us also put this in mind that whatever we are selling online will not be available offline. So they will only be available online. If we sell online, it will stay online. If we sell offline, it will stay offline. So let me just quickly sync this. And those two new orders I created will now be available online. So if we go to our sales here as well, this is the manage mode. Those two new order, the 1,540,000 won and the 400,000 won. So let me sync. Okay, so syncing is in progress. Let me go online and just refresh. Yeah. So here are the new order I created for my offline, the 400,000 on which is iPhone 16, and the two items that is iPhone 12 and iPhone 16 that was 1 point something, 1,540,000. So this is the way the offline works. You sell offline, you sync, and the sales come online for you. So that is basically how the offline system works. So at this point, I'm going to entertain a question regarding offline.
Just to add to what Fashola said, we are releasing a feature maybe today or tomorrow or Monday. So all this syncing that you have to be clicking on it for it to sync. Our system, we automatically be syncing do all the reconciliation for you, so you don't have to be pressing syncing every minute. So our system every maybe 5 minutes or 10 minutes, we do that job for you without you actually having to do it as well. So that will be released in a couple of. That is out already, right?
That is done. Yes. So I don't want to use that because we have that one triggers itself 20 minute interval. So it takes, if we have internet access and it triggers, the next check goes in 20 minutes time. So if we want to test that, so we have to wait for like 20 minutes for the trigger to go on rather. So but that is running in the background. So it checks in every 20 minutes and check, okay, do you have internet access? Yes. Then it triggers a syncing automatically. So even if you are just selling, even when you don't click the sync button, the syncing can start on its own automatically because once we have internet access.
Yes. So, does anybody have any question around this, or we can wait to the end to ask all of our questions because we still have a long way to go so that we don't bog ourselves down. So if you have questions, please let's write them down so that we can all ask all of our questions at the same time. Or you can put them in the chat as well so that we can start answering all of those questions as soon as we are done. All right, Fashola, thank you so much for taking us through that. All right, thanks everybody. So the next phase, I think there are a couple of things that we release here. So one of the things that I want to share with us today is, we don't have to wait we release new features every week on Lumi Business, sometimes every 2 weeks. We release new features just to help our customers. So for you as a business, you don't have to wait until here to be able to see what is new on Lumi Business. All you just have to go is visit our website, lumibusiness.io. You go to, there's a place here, we call it Knowledge Base. It takes you to all of our releases that we have on the platform. Just click on Product Update, and you see all the features that we are releasing on the platform. There are some that will be very, very useful to your business. There are some that we might not even be able to demo on Discord, that you just find it on the application yourself. So this is where you can actually find a lot of those things today. Now, one of the features I want to demo to you is cashier mode. Now, essentially what cashier mode means is that a lot of businesses, they've been complaining to us today that, they don't want their cashier to have access to some information they don't need, like their cost price, their selling price. They don't want them to have access to this place that has to do with manage. All they want their cashier to do is to sell, right? So we built a new module that now allows you to just easily invite your cashier or anybody that is in your business that wants to sell to our platform, and they'll be able to sell, and you don't have to share all this dashboard, all of this sensitive information with them, right? So we call it cashier mode. To use that is very simple. The first thing is you go to your business profile. So you click on, you go to business information. The most important thing you need here is you need this business access code. So every business on our platform today, they have this business access code. So I'm just going to copy this business access code. I'm going to save it somewhere. I'll call it this. This is my access code. So I want to invite a user now. So I'm going to go to more. I'll click on settings. I'll click on users. Now, let's say you want to invite a new cashier. This rule is only available for sales cashier when you want to do it, right? You can, other staff can use it, but we built it specifically for sales cashier. I mean, other type of role can also use it. Even admin can also use it, you know. So if you invite your user now, your sales cashier does not need email. So let's say you want to invite sales cashier. I will call that person David James. I will need their phone number. I'll just put a fake phone number here. Their email is not really required, but you can put it. For payments, you can assign payment accounts to them in case you want them to manage some payments on your platform. You can assign them to them. Then the store you want to give them access to, you assign it to them. Then you invite the user, because this email is already in use. So this account now has been created for this user. So I'm just going to refresh. So all the ones we used to do before that they have to verify, they have to remember their password, is a lot of headache for cashier because they don't need all of those things. They just need PIN to be able to log in. We don't send PIN to their email anymore, even for you as a staff. When you are selling, you can create an account, you can log into that cashier login, because for every user, even you, everybody on the platform, even yourself, you can have your own cashier login. Either you are a sales cashier, either you are an admin, you are the owner. You can have a unique code that you can be using to log into where they'll be selling. So essentially, you can restrict all your staff from going into a place where they'll be seeing a lot of information they don't have access to. So now we've created this user now. You need this code here. This cashier pin is 5901, so I'm going to copy it. I'll copy it here. So this is all you need to give to your cashier. And you can always reset their pin at any point in time. If they complain that the pin is compromised, you can reset it and you can remove the user, right? So we log out of this because they are not going to be using this. For your cashier now, or for anybody you just want to give access to just selling, on our login page, there's something we call login to sell mode. So just create a cashier account, invite them as sales cashier to your platform, right? And they will log in from here. All you just have to give them is when you set them up, you tell them always log in through that place. They don't need email, they only need your business code, right? If your business code is compromised, you can tell us, we'll help you reset it. So you get your business code and the cashier, this is the cashier logging in. And you just come here and punch in the code, the PIN. Now, the cashier does not have to remember the PIN at all times, right? So, because once you log in once, we will save the business code for you, right? So this user is now logged in. Let me try and log out again now. Let me log into. You can see that the business PIN is there. So once they log in once, it saves. Then they only need their PIN to remember to log in.
Please come over, please. Come over this
I'm
one.
going to say exactly
Explain
the
again,
same.
please.
How to generate the code?
So how to generate the code, right?
Yeah.
Just let me log out again. So let me log in again. So if you already have your cashier, if they are already logged in today, right? You've already invited them, right? You've already given them access. So all you just have to do is go to settings, right? So number one, you need your business code. You click on profile. Under business information, you see business access code here, right? So you copy this one, you save it. Then you now go to users under settings. This is users here. Then some of your users might not have a PIN. Sure you get. It might be dash. So all you just have to do is just click on reset PIN. Sure you get. Once you reset PIN, all the users that are within your system, their PIN will be changing. Sure you get. They will have a new PIN. So you can copy for existing cashier that you already have. Tell them, this is now your PIN. This is where I want you to be logging in through, right? I don't want you to log in through the other interface. But in case you even want to make it better, you can invite them as sales cashier. So that way, they're not going to even have access to your existing data, the existing stuff. Just invite them as sales cashier and they will have the access that they need. I hope that is clear now on how to get the PIN and how to invite user. Yes, sir. All right. So if that is clear, so we log out from here. So this is you now, the owner of the business that have all the control, right? So your cashier now, this is where they will log in from, right? They only need their PIN. Oh, I didn't copy the latest PIN because I changed that PIN. So this one is not going to work now, right? Because I reset that PIN that time. So let me log in and copy the PIN again. So anytime you onboard a new sales cashier, you just give them their PIN and their in the business ID, and they have to log in once. On that user now, this is the new PIN that I reset. I'll just copy it. I'll log out of the system. Log in again. If they are using the same system, the business code is the same for all your users. Even though if you invite 15 users, all of you are using the same business code. It's the PIN that is different. So they log into the system here. Now, this is the store you give them access to. So if you give them access to 2 stores, they will see all the list of stores they have access to. And the only thing they can do is just selling and every other operations that involve business activity, basically, on the platform. So this is what they will have access to. All of those other information, they will not have access to it. So bills, if they have access to bills, these are all our bills now. Pending order, they can see everything here. If they want to check end of day, they can do end of day from here and they can download the receipts. Even sales, they don't need to go to the other side now to go and be checking sales. They can check everything from here and reprint receipts, right? You can close it easily. There's still more. So even they want to do reconciliation, sometimes you ask them to do reconciliation and you approve it. They can do their reconciliation now from here. Even expense, they can lodge all their expense from here. Now, they can create their expense. So anything that has to do with, because I've not given this user access to expense now, so they're not going to have this access to expense. So you can give that user access to expense. So anything that has to do with expense, that they are seeing the expense breakdown of everything in your company, they will no longer see those things anymore. They will also have access to customers in case they need to update the record of a customer or do anything on the platform. And returns. So returns is another module that we built. Before now, you can't see all your returns. We just do it, but now we are now tracking returns. So every return that happens on a daily basis, you are able to track them from here and view which item was returned, what is the original order, and all of that. So we've done that in this release. And also, if you guys notice, for you guys that have been using it, we've changed this old design. It is now fast. Within 3 seconds, you can actually check out a customer, say this, they pick this, they say it is cash or card, or if it's cash, you can easily just, put in the customer. Now it's because customer is required to check out. That is why all of this is showing here on the platform, right? And you can easily just check out on the system and print receipt. So those are some of the things we built with cashier mode. So with cashier mode now, you now have more control over your business. They don't have access to data that they don't need, right? Another functionality that we introduced was customer, right? There are some business that customer will just buy something. They won't even know the customer that is buying that thing, right? So we introduced a feature a couple of days ago that you can force all your cashier now that if they don't had a customer, the system would never allow them to check out, right? So it means that they must capture customer details. And I think that is really, really important because for businesses, if you are very strict about your business, always collect your customer information. No customers that will be able to, that are buying from you, everything they buy from you, just get their phone number once. Once you have their phone number, you already know their name, just search and select it, right? So that part is also key. So what we've done is to allow you to come here and say, don't allow my sales cashier to check out without selecting a customer. So you can enable it, right? So it's in one of these places. This is really right. So there's another feature that you can use it to email receipts to your customer, right? So once you activate this now, anytime your customers sell, if in case you don't want to be wasting paper every minute, and you've collected their email, we just fire that receipt to them, right? So that's another advantage there.
Sorry, please, where do we get this?
Under your store settings. So it does go to stores, right? And move to settings. So I'm trying to look out for that. Can you see now? Mandatory customer details at checkout. You can always enable it. Once you enable it, they can't make a sale without adding a customer. And that way, you are one step from preventing theft within your system. So that part is also very important.
Settings.
You a lot of paper. Now, the other thing that I want to talk to you guys about that. Yeah, go ahead, sir.
Please, I can't find this thing in the setting. Please, I'm on the system.
So when you log into settings, this is stores, right? You go to stores, inventory. Click on inventory, go to stores, then click on the store you want to edit, right?
Okay.
Click on edit details. It will show you optional store settings. You click on it, you scroll that, right?
Okay.
So the other important thing that we launched a couple of days ago is that a lot of you now, the way you use Lumi is that you process sales and you process payment differently, right? And I can tell you for free that some of these your customer will still be stealing from you. How can you do it in such a way that you make a sale, somebody do a transfer, Lumi confirms it, sale is reconciled with payment, they are all together, right? And it's not possible for your customers, for your cashier now, to make a sale and say they should transfer the money to their own bank account. Now, if somebody is paying with card in your business, you can trace that card that customer is using paying with a new feature that we just launched. We launched the payment feature. Now, our payment feature now is integrated into this application, and we have some customers that are already using it, and they love it so much because now it's not possible for your cashier now to say, oh, transfer the money to my account or divert your money. So long they do a transfer, they do card payment, you'll be able to trace all of those. If somebody if you do your end of the day and you see transfer of 40,000 naira at the end of the day, and you force them to use Lumi to collect those payments, you'll be able to reconcile those payments. So at the end of the day, when you do your end of the day, you'll be able to see the money in your bank account. You calculate card and transfer. You look at your bank account immediately with Lumi. You find that money there. You don't need to start going to different bank accounts to do reconciliation, right? If the customer does not pay, we don't allow the order to flow through, right? So those are some of the things that we built into this application. Then I'm going to show you how it essentially works. So let's go to sell mode. So it's an optional stuff. So we now have our own POS. We call it Bank Box. It's a very small POS, but small but
Sorry,
mighty,
AY.
right? We just
We have a couple of hands raised. I don't know if we could take the questions before we go into Raven.
All right, yeah. Please, anybody that has questions, please let's go ahead with questions before I do the demo for the reconciliation with payment.
Okay, I also have a question. Can I share my screen?
Yeah, it's okay. You can share your screen. Does this have to do with payment or the other ones that we were talking about?
This is the store, the sell mode.
What issue are you having, ma?
I'm coming. I'm coming, sir. No, for I'm coming. The sell mode is not, we are not able to sell, it's not working.
So if you have issues with the sell mode, now we can look at that for you. You can, I'll send someone's number to you now on the call. You can reach out to our support and they'll be able to support you immediately on this one, ma. Share you get, please.
Okay.
Are you using it offline or you're using it online?
This is how it is.
Is this online or offline?
Online.
Are you sure it's not your network? Because
No.
it's the same application I'm using here. Can you click on back?
I'm coming now.
It's working here too.
Yeah, ma,
from
yeah, we're going to look at this with you, ma. Somebody is going to reach out to you, please. You can stop saying this.
Let somebody reach out to her because I think the problem is personal. It's not general.
Yeah.
Yeah, in fact, it has no product in the cart, so I think it's from the end.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll look at it for them. We'll solve it. I'm sure it's not a small issue. Please just reach out to our support guys. Anybody you have that you know, just reach out to them. They will jump on the call and solve it for you, or we can look at it together after this call. So let's just quickly go ahead with our demo. So I was talking about reconciliation. So there's a POS terminal now that we have from Lumi that connects with your stuff, right? So we set up the POS terminal for you. The POS terminal connects with Lumi. How does it connect with Lumi? You can connect it with a Bluetooth to your device. Or in case you don't want to use Bluetooth, because sometimes Bluetooth network can be bad, you can connect the POS terminal with just a cable. We'll send you a cable. You have a cable. When you buy the POS terminal from us, just plug it in. Once you plug it in, everything is installed for you. Our onboarding person will come and set it up for you. Say, for example, now I want to sell this product. Well, let me look for another product that is cheap. So I'm going to tell you how you can prove this. So let's say I'm looking for it. $120, right? I want to check out. Now, if you're using card payment, all you just have to do, let me go to my settings. Let me confirm with enable Raven. Yeah. So you have to enable that thing. You have to say, okay, allow reconciliation with sales, right? You go to your store settings, you click on edit. Then you go down. So it's optional. It's not like we're not forcing it to all of our users. You can see activate Raven, right? Enable Raven to, force your cashier to always validate payments before we allow them to check out. So you say yes, right? So Raven is enabled here now. So I'm going to close this. Then I'm going to refresh this. How did I save this? Okay, I didn't update it. Okay. So payment is now enabled. So this is what I have in my cart. Imagine your cashier now. They want to make a sale. A lot of the time, the loophole is that people will check out sale. They will send the money to another place. They will find a way to lie. And sometimes you might not even be able to reconcile it, but we've figured out a way to stop that. So let's do transfer. You're coming out now, they want to click on transfer and they click on charge, right? I force them, they must always select their customer. Now, that's another measure in place. If you want to use it for your business, it doesn't work for every business, right? So I'll click on apply, then I'll click on charge. Can you see collect payment? This system here, before they check out, it will collect the payment from them, right? So if you click on this now, you can see this system will immediately launch. It's because we are loading it for the very first time. This system now is listening for transfers that will come into the system, right? Now, you can see some old transactions here now, right? That you've done. So essentially, this account number will place it in your store. Like the normal account number people transfer to, you can print it and give it to you, or you can print it yourself. Once the customer is making payment, or maybe the customer, they've not made payment, they say they want to transfer, all you can do is just come here and pen it. Okay, let me know when you have done the transfer. You pen the order if they want to do transfer. You can continue to attend to other customer. When the customer said, oh, I've done the transfer, you come back to pen the order. You can see what you've already penned there. You click on check out the order here. So you click on check out again, you go to transfer. Now, we've done some stuff here. If this your customer now is trying to link an old transaction, it's not going to work. Because if you check the amount that we're trying to do is 132 Naira, Abi. If they come here now, they want to link it with another one, you can see that the system is flagging it, right? Any amount less or any amount more, it has to be that exact amount. And the time frame also matters. If somebody sent the transfer in that has happened like 2 hours ago and you're trying to link it, our system is going to flag it. So this is for transfer. And I want to show you how fast this transfer is. I'm going to do this. So you just do a transfer. Somebody made a transfer. Moyo just made a transfer to this account, and one of our staff, he just initiated the transfer and it came in almost immediately, right? It will make a sound and the person will see the money and they will just click on confirm. And as soon as they hit the confirm, the receipt will be generated. Now, if you look at this receipt now, that money is already in your bank account already, right? If you see the receipt now, you can see that everything is there, right? So your receipt now carry who sent the money, they send it from OP, the name of the person that sent it, everything will be included in this receipt. So it's dual receipt now. It's a receipt for sales and a receipt for payment. And the bank in which you send it from. If they don't, how do I put it now? If they don't, just give me a second. If they don't select the amount, right, the system is not going to allow them to check out of the system, right? So if you come back now, or you try to make another sale, so look at this now. Let's try to make another sale of 132. Let's make another sale, and you are trying to link it with another order, right? To show you how much we foolproof this for businesses. So that thing is 132. So let me delete this guy. Let me use custom pricing. Okay, it's 132 already, right? So if I come here now, and I'm trying to commit fraud again, right? Because somebody sent 1,000 and I want to link it again, say use transfer now, this thing will pop up immediately. If I try to link it, look at what will happen. You confirm it, right? Our system will immediately block it. Can you see? This transaction has been used on another order. So this way, you can essentially just block fraud from your system, right? So we also have another one, which is card. So this one is also very cool as well. So let's say you want to do a card transaction today. You block them that they must validate card payment. This is where you lose money, card payment and transfer. You click on charge, click on use raving. You connect it with like a Bluetooth, right? Once you connect it, the POS will be with you. The POS will make noise. It will just do PIM. Once the POS does PIM, it will prompt you to enter your card. Once you enter your card, you tell the customer, enter your card. The customer will enter their card. You only need to put their PIN. You don't need to type amount on the POS or start doing things like savings, current, or any of those things. Just send the amount from here. It will push it to that POS. The user just needs to enter their card and enter their PIN. As soon as they enter their PIN, within like a second or two, the system will confirm that payment almost immediately within the system, and you'll be able to just check out. Now, any payment that is confirmed is already in your bank account. Now, as a business owner, all of those payments, because you have access to the back end, you can check everything here on the system, right? So that's it in your bank account. You'll be able to see your available balance across this bank account, what is in the bank. And if you want to transfer the money out, you can transfer it out yourself. In case you are worried that your money is sitting with us, we call something daily settlement. At the end of the day, you don't want to do transfer yourself, just go to settings here. There's something we call settlement account. Just put your bank account. We go to any bank account. You want to send it to here, you're able to add any bank account, or you can transfer the money out on your own. Then another thing that we also built here, there are times that maybe you are not selling right now, or it's not like you're checking out an order, you just want to process payments, right? You just want to collect money from somebody. All you just have to do is maybe you want to collect card payment, just click on receive payments, right? As soon as you click on receive payment, say maybe you want to do card. Now, you can initiate that payment directly from here. Just enter the amount you want the customer to pay and print it. The POS will receive the notification for the customer to enter their card. Customer enter their card, the amount is automatically processed, and you can also print receipts for that sale as well. We also have payment. It's in case you want to, your customers need to check, how much money that has been processed, or they want to print a payment receipt, they can actually also print that. This POS is cheap. We believe the customers that have been using it, they are having a very good experience. Now they can be more relaxed, that their staff cannot be stealing it's about that. Does anybody have any question? I can show you guys how the card payment works for those of us that will need the card payment to see how you actually work in real time. Let me play a video here. Just give me a second. So this is a video. So I will show us now, so we can all see how it works in real time. So this is a video. We can share with you guys. So see somebody making card payment. They click on card. They click on charge. They use raving. They can connect with USB. It is very fast. And they only need to connect it once. So you can see now the system is telling them this is what the device looks like. This is the small device. You have it in your hand. Your cashier just needs to enter their PIN. The customer just needs to put their card and enter their PIN, and the system will automatically just process the transaction. So it depends on how fast the customer is able to enter their PIN. You can see that the transaction has been confirmed almost immediately, and the receipt will be printed for
I can only see your cell mode.
Customer. Oh, you're only seeing my cell mode. Sorry, let me share my screen again. So this is the video. So this is where the cashier will just enter their PIN. Once the customer enter the PIN, slot in their card, the system will automatically confirm that transaction and reconcile it. So that's the power of this. I want to encourage every business owner that is here today. If you want to safeguard your business from theft, this is the first step in the right direction for you to get this terminal from us, integrate it with your sale, and just give yourself peace of mind and have control over everything. The only thing you now need to be worried about is cash. Any transaction they process as cash. Once you do your end of the day, at the end of the day, they say cash is 10,000. They must show you that 10,000 naira cash, and you'll be able to see the card and transfer on Lumi as well. So reconciliation is much more easier for you as a business. So I don't know if anybody has a question.
Okay, please.
Before we
lead sources.
Yeah, I have a question. Princess?
Okay. Thank you very much. Can you hear me? Can everybody hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, sir.
All right. In terms of the revenue, I want to ask, I think I had 3 questions. I've forgotten one of it. But one of it, I remember now, is the security part of it.
Yes.
Is Raven owned by Lumi, or it's an incorporation of another business company entirely?
So Raven is one of our partners, right? For us, because we know we are dealing with money here, right? It's our own integrity that is at stake, right? So it's a normal standard microfinance bank, just like your Money Point is a microfinance bank, your OP is a microfinance bank. They are a licensed organization. The name of the bank is Best Star Microfinance Bank. So your money is secure, right? In case you don't want to leave your money there, as soon as you are done that day, right, for your sales by 11 o'clock every day, this is what most of our merchant does, right? Their money is moved to any bank account they want. So that one will just give you peace of mind, So Raven is very secure. It's being used by a lot of merchants. I can show you merchants that are currently using Raven today as well. And they are, let me just quickly show you guys to show you proof that a lot of people are using it and it's making life much more easier for them, because checkout and every other thing they do on the platform is now way easier for them. They can manage their sales properly, and they are regulated by Central Bank of Nigeria. So I'm going to show you this. Just give me a second. So I'll show you guys now. To see, as we are speaking now, we have businesses that are using it on a daily basis. Let me quickly just share my screen. So I'll share my screen now. So these are businesses that are using it. You can see this is the money we transferred. You can see this business now, right? You can see the amount they are processing on the platform, right? We can see everything on our own side. You can see this for businesses that you are checking out big amounts. You don't want your customers not to confirm that payment with sales before the checkout of the system. You can see it's quite a number of transactions that it's going on here. So I can guarantee you, Raven is safe, secure. The name of the bank is Best Star Microfinance Bank. The name of the device is just called Raven. That's why we call it Raven device. I hope that answers your question. Yeah, Best Star Microfinance Bank.
Okay. The other question is in terms of the checkout.
Yes.
Where we have different type of checkout. We have the transfer card, and you've explained two of that, which is the transfer and the card. How about in split payment?
Yeah. So
in
I
a
also
situation
bring
whereby we have the card. Huh? Sir?
Well, yeah, I agree with you. We're also bringing it to split payment. It's on our roadmap, right? So we have customer also requesting for it as well. So we are just considering, so we have to do our research very well. One of the things that we've done today is that to simplify this checkout process, sure you get, right? So if you want to check out now, it's just 2 steps. But for split payments, right? So we are still doing research and we are testing. If somebody wants to do transfer, they want to do card, we hope that process will not be too slow, right? So we're figuring out and we're trying to test how best to do it so that it will be so convenient for you as a business owner, right? So that's what we're trying to do today. So
using Raven. I'm asking in terms of using Raven. It's not available for Raven
it's
now,
not
right?
available at the moment now, but in a couple of weeks, it's going to be available and you can use it on checkout.
All right. Thank you.
Right.
Please, how much is it?
So the device, Princess, can you confirm how much the device is again?
At the moment, it's 40,000.
Yeah. So the device is 40,000. Our guys will come in. They will install it for you. They will train you and your staff. We will also give you cable. There's a software that you also have to install as well to use it. It only works on Windows device. So please make sure you are using a Windows device for now while we roll out support for other type of device. So long your device is a Windows, either it's a laptop, it's a desktop, or a normal Lion terminal, it will work on it basically. So for those of us that will be interested in Raven, please, you can just signify in the chat. Then somebody will reach out to you, send the device to you, and install it for you and train you on it. All right, thank you so much. All right, so the other thing on my list here that we want to talk about that a lot of you have been asking for is, is what we call automated printing. I know it's a headache for a lot of customers today. So you imagine you come here now, you check out, right? So you come here, you check out, you click on charge. If you click on this print, it will first open it in a new window for you, right? Which can be very annoying. A lot of you have complained to us that you guys don't want to do that and you have a lot of tabs opened. So we solved that problem today. So all you have to do to prevent that from happening is to go to settings. Can you say printer here? Just follow this instruction. If you are using a Windows device, these are the instructions. Connect printer to your USB. There's a Windows drive that you need to download. You download this drive. You come here, you select your printer. You select the paper size, either it's 50 mm or 80 mm, right? Then you download this PDF reader. Once you download this PDF reader, just install it and make that PDF reader like a default on your system. Once you follow these steps, if you're having any issues, just consult our support guy. But this is the step you need to do. Once you do this, you can test it. And that's all you have to do. Anytime you are checking out, it doesn't open in a new window anymore. It just sends the information directly to your printer. So if you need that setup, try and do it yourself. If it doesn't work, please don't hesitate. Just contact our support guys. They will quickly jump on a call with you to set it up for you. I hope that. What is it?
No, go ahead, please.
All right, yeah. So please just reach out to our support in case you cannot do it yourself. Our support team will be able to help you out. Does anybody have any question around printing before we go to the next feature?
Please, sorry, I didn't get this thing very well. Please come over it again, please.
So you know now, right? If you are printing, right?
Yes.
It will open in a new window for you, right? Something like this. When you click on print, you now have to click on printer here, right? So let me show you again now. So if I come here now, I make a sale. So I check out this item, right?
Yeah.
I select my customer. You click on apply and you check out, right? If you want to print this now, you can see that it's processing it, right? It will now open it like a file for you. Sure, you get. This thing is wasting your time as a business, right?
Mm.
All you just want to do is you want to print, right? So you now have to click on display. You can see the number of clicks is too much. So what we've done now is that you don't need to go through all these steps that to be opening this one, you have to click on print here again, right? So all you have to do now is just go to the platform, go to inventory, you see printer here, or you can go to settings. You see, where is that printer? You see, yeah, you can go to settings, you see printer under here, just click on it and follow this step, right? You need a USB, do all the configuration step, and you'll be fine. So when you click on print next time, it will not take you to that page, and you just have to click on print once, and your printer will pick it up.
All right. Thank you.
Problems we solved for you. Then the other problem we solved for you is, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, sir.
Go ahead, please.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
You have it. Okay, we can continue. So the other problem we've solved for you is receipt. A lot of you want to customize your receipt today. You want to add instruction to the receipts. You want to add things like, oh, we don't accept returns, right? Or you just want to tell them something that you cannot put there. So we've made life easier now. You know, you can do things like come here and say, we any information you want to pass here, maybe you want to put your business address or your phone number or something, right? Any information you want to put there or a phone number to call your store, you can pass it here, right? Once you save that information, you want to print, you see it, it will come out as part of your receipt to your, I need to check out a new order. I don't know why that information is not showing here, but it should show. I think I know why. I'm test it in another environment. That's our test environment. It's possible that we were written it. So let me go to settings, print, receipt configuration. We do not accept returns. It's just can't use this at the moment to test because it's a live account. Yeah, so essentially on this, your receipts, I think it should be working for you guys in real time. You see the instruction will be added at the footer here for your customer. So that's one of the features. So you can test it on your own side. If it doesn't work, I think it will work. There's no issues with that. So another feature that we've released to customers, I talked about returns, right? So if you're accepting returns now, we now allow you to capture all your returns, right? Within the system, right? So you can just hit returns here now, and you can see a record of all your returns, who did the return, is it partial, is it full? You're able to see all of those things. Then another thing that we're working out that we're going to release to you guys on Monday is restock log. So anytime you restock, sometimes it can be very difficult to trace it. So now we're also working on that. So you're able to see every time you do a restock, you click on how much you restock, you see everything. You're able to see all the information within the restock that you have actually done. So this one will be released to you just to give you more clarity as to returns and your restocking. The last one I would love to talk about is store wallet. I believe a lot of you are not using store wallet today, but I think it's something that you guys should be using, because I know a lot of the time some of your customers, they want to keep money with you, right? And sometimes you lose track of the money, or maybe they return something. When they return that item, you can easily just return it to the customer's wallet so that when the customer wants to check out next time, they were able to use that money within their wallet. So let's say a customer you are in the customer 100,000 naira or 200,000, right? I can come here, let's say the customer is Olajumoke. I can come here and fund the customer's wallet. I will select the store. Then I will enter the amount I want to fund. So let's say 6,000. I enter cash or transfer, or let's say 50,000. I can fund this customer's wallet, right? The name of the customer is Olajumoke. So anytime this customer is buying from, because I know I've already collected the money from the customer, all I have to do is just sell. So let's say the customer is buying this. At the point of checkout, I will just select store wallet, right? If I try to check out now, they will ask me to select the customer. I'll just search for Olajumoke, right? You can see they will ask me to select the wallets. You can see they're already showing me the balance here, right? So if I click on it now, our system will debit that amount. You can see verification code, right? So this is also very important for your customer, because we don't want your cashier to just be debiting customers' wallets without the authorization. So we send a code to your customer. So that customer has to drop this code. But in some cases, some customers, they don't want all of this, and they also debit it. You can turn it off so that it doesn't ask for code to your customer. So all you have to do is go to the store wallet. You can turn it off. It's like a 2-factor authentication for that customer. So just click on this guy. Can you see deactivate it, right? Once you deactivate 2-factor now, it's already deactivated for that customer. I'll close this. I'll just try to apply it. It will allow me I need to refresh this again. I think I need to close this guy. Okay, customer is still selected. I hope it's not cached. Is this the authentication sent to the customer or normal authorization? So your code will be sent to the customer's email. You can deactivate it as well. If the customer gives the right code, the system allows them to check out. If they don't give the right code, it won't allow them to check out. And you can also deactivate it just like I did. I believe it's going to work on your own side. This is like our test environment, so it can be very unstable, but in your own application, it should be working. So that's just the power of Store Wallet. The good thing is you can do with Store Wallet is that you can even do things like statement of account, right? For that customer, this is everything they've been buying from you. They keep their money with you. You can easily print it in PDF or in Excel for the customer, right? And just add the date when the transaction happened. Just put the date range. So you can easily just download it. It will be sent to the customer's email, and you yourself can also get it and forward it to the customer. So that's basically how that works. Then you can also add sub wallets. So your customer can have like different wallets with you. You can have one for provision, one for their wife, one for different people. So still the same customer, but different accounts within your system that you can use in tracking their money that they own with your business, and you don't have to do any pen and paper. I believe somebody has a question.
Yeah. Concerning the Store Wallet,
Yes.
The money is audio, right?
Yeah, the money for now.
The
money for now is audio because you before you can fund the customer's wallet, you must confirm that they don't send the money to your account. Sure, you get right. So the money will go to your bank account, right? So another thing we can do that we see a lot of businesses doing is they issue like account number for those users, right? But the problem with that is that you as the business, we are not going to have access to that money immediately because it's like their money that they store with you, right? So you won't be able to withdraw it. But with this type of audio money, like come and use it to buy. Essentially, what we're doing for you is we are just allowing you to keep track of the money that they have kept with your business, essentially.
Okay.
Excuse me, please.
Yes, sir.
I think Lumi is looking at businesses that exist in Nigeria and customers that exist also in Nigeria. Absolutely. if you have a situation, for instance, where you have a kind of a cross-border kind of business, in which case their own numbering pattern is different from ours. The wallet issue does not work. Don't you think so?
Yeah, so for those type of businesses, right? It might not work. So what you might have to do is to create 2 different wallets for them. Sure, you get with different phone number and different things. And also, if you are in Nigeria, let's say you're outside of Nigeria now, and the currency on your store is dollar, right? That kind of system will not work. But for Nigeria, everything that has to do with Nigeria, it will work for now.
Okay. I think going forward, we should begin to look at that too, because we want us to be bigger.
Yeah, that's fine, sir.
All right.
So, the other things I want to talk about as well that we've not really talked about today is how many of us here runs a restaurant business? Okay. How many of you? Okay. Do you know about Showdeck? Where is your business?
I do, yes, I know about Chowdeck.
Right.
That topic.
Okay. So for those of you that are using Chowdeck, we have some good news for you.
So you don't have to go to Shout Deck to go and be managing things anymore, right? So we now have an integration with Shout Deck. If an order comes from Shout Deck to you, right? To your, let's say somebody orders something on Shout Deck, you are going to get the notification on Lumi. It's going to pop up on your screen, and you'll be able to accept the order. You'll be able to reject the order. So someone else, you can try and do this yourself. So this is it. You go to apps. Can you see Shout Deck? We're also bringing Glovo soon. So you go here, you click on connect. You see, this is the step. It's pretty much easy, but make sure you already have an existing Shout Deck account, right? So you connect a store. So on your Shout Deck, we've added a video here where you can get this API key, right? So you add this API key, you get it from Shout Deck, you connect it. Once you connect it, we'll ask you to select your Shout Deck store. Say you get it on Shout Deck, you put the name of the store here, then the store you want to connect it with on Lumi, because you can have different stores. I can say I want to connect to this one, I'll hit connect. Now you can see that the thing is connected, and the next thing I have to do is just to map my products, right? So if you have 50 products, everything will be listed here. So this thing on Shout Deck is called coconut rice. What is the name on your side? Maybe you call it jollof rice. Sure you get. The name might just be different. So you are just mapping, you map your store. Now just map the product. So you map the product, you map the product, you map this, you map this. And as soon as they're done, you just click on connect. I think I've mapped 2 jollof rice. Okay, it's telling me duplicate. Let me map Gala. So I connect it. Once you are done with that, we show you this code here. Just copy this and paste it in your own Shout Deck account also. Just copy this link. This link is for them to tell us that, okay, another just came in. Send it to Lumi, right? So you have to copy this link and paste it on your own Shout Deck account. The instruction is here. Just click on done. As soon as you've done that, anytime you have an order from Shout Deck, either you are in sale mode or anywhere you are, there will be a big notification. It usually looks like, let me see if I can find it. It usually looks like something like this, right? It's not this, right? Something like this, right? It will just pop up in your screen and tell you, new Shout Deck order. You see it like this. You now have the option. Do you want to accept it or you want to reject it? So you get, right? You see where it's coming from. The customer has already paid. You want to accept it. It will accept it also on Shout Deck the way you used to do it, right? So as soon as you accept it, the rider has already come in to pick up the item. As soon as the rider comes and pick up the item, you are done. So all you just have to do is under sales transaction, you go to Shout Deck orders, right? So you can now update the status of the order as pending. So the status of the order is pending. As soon as it's ready, just mark it as order ready. Shout Deck will get that information that, this order is ready for pickup, and they will come to your store to come and pick it up. And that's all you have to do within. So you can see now, you can accept an order, you can update the status within Lumi without having to visit Shout Deck. We also have quite a few businesses that are also using this feature today. And the good thing is you can also do when you are doing your end of the day, right, within Lumi, right? You can also, because everything now is reconciled together, all your analytics, your profit, your gross margin, we are calculating everything for you because Lumi now sees everything. So you don't have to do that account separately. And as soon as the order comes in, it will be depleting the quantity within your own store too, right? So you don't have to be doing back and forth, up and down. So, and you have your end of the day here. You can see, you select your store, you can see the source, right? Shout Deck, and you can pick the dates. So you can also get end of the day for everything that you sold on Shout Deck for your business. We're integrating with Glovo. That one will also be out. So that's just that about that. So does anybody have any question for Shout Deck? If you need any help, can you signify on this call to set it up?
In terms of that, I had a meeting with one of your representatives last week or two about it, and the feature is cool. It's very good. I'm really excited about it. But I also requested an advanced feature whereby customers have to do, instead of coming from child deck. Now, here's the extensive explanation to this. When the customers want to order, they have to go to child deck, not to Lumi. So now, if I have customers that they already have account on Lumi, and they need child deck to deliver, child deck is majorly for delivery service. That's what their major service is for. So now the customers likes using Lumi either because they have wallet on Lumi or they have some loyalty on Lumi, on my Lumi account, right? And they want to order through it, but they want to use child deck's delivery. So now they have to go to child deck where those accounts is not available for those data of their wallet, the status of that is not there. So they have to order on child deck and pay child deck, and they can't use the wallet on Lumi because they can't use Lumi to do these things. And on that, do you understand what I'm pushing at?
If that customer if that customer's phone number in Lumi is their phone number, and they use that same phone number when they are checking out on child deck, right? We will reconcile it and map it to their order. And if you want to give them loyalty, we can also give them loyalty. But using their store wallet on Lumi to go and pay on child deck, we don't have that today, sir. But if they are using the same phone number or the same email, once we see that the order is coming from child deck, and we see that it's the same phone number or email, we'll link it up with their own account so you can still see even if they're ordering on child deck. For the delivery, right? So we're also working on that, right? So that if you want to deliver something you want to assign a delivery, maybe somebody orders something for you and you want to use child deck, we're also working on that. We've done our first leg of integration with them. It's something that we're also looking at because we have storefronts now, right? And people want to be able to use child deck or any form of delivery to send their parcel. So it's something that we're also looking into.
Oh, all right. That's good. Some of the information you just said are new, and that's interesting. Thank you very much.
So what's the name, sir?
Leak Restaurant, Mohammed, Leak Restaurant. I'm speaking with Shoma on WhatsApp. She's the one representing you on WhatsApp with me. We met at the Food and Beverages West Africa last 2 weeks, I think.
That's correct. Okay. Leak, Abby. Okay, LIC. Okay, so
LIC, yeah.
So we'll set up a session to set up your child deck store for you. Let's start even using what we have today, right? Then we'll figure out how we can add the request to our roadmap and get it out for you.
All right. Thank you very much.
Cool. Anybody else that is a restaurant business here? If you're a restaurant business and you're interested in child deck, please just signify so that we can get somebody to set up your account for you or just help you in case you have any challenge. I think the last part of this that I want to talk about is somebody wants to do something?
Street Feast and Pronto. I don't know if they are in locations where child deck is available.
Okay. I think we can continue. I think the last thing here today is our storefront, So storefront, I want to say a lot of businesses are still sleeping on storefronts. A lot of you, like our storefront at Lumi, where you can sell online, is free to use, but a lot of people are not using it. We want to encourage you to use it. We have a business that signed up with us. Every month, they receive nothing less than 1,000 orders. People buying online from them, right? So the thing is, if you set up your storefront, you're not just going to get to 1,000 orders. You have to do marketing. You have to promote it on Facebook. You have to send traffic. Then when people know you, you can even use your own custom branding to do everything yourself, right? So for us, we build this storefront. I can show you. This is let's go to inventory. This is your, where's storefront again? Okay, this is storefront. We have different type of themes today that you can use for your storefront, right? So if you go to settings now, we've created different type of design. If you're a restaurant, there's a design for you that makes life easy. People can buy from you online. If you are running e-commerce business, this is our restaurant team now. You can see it. So I'm going to show you businesses that are already using this so that you too can also, this is a business that is using our storefront here. Right. So this is storefront. Everything is built on Lumi and everything is connected to your inventory. And you can even buy your own domain name, the name for your brand. Put it here. You can do your own marketing. You don't need to hire a developer. Within a day, you are done with the setup. You can have your own storefront. You don't have to pay Lumi for any other thing once you've done your subscription. Just pay for your domain name. So I encourage everybody to have this and have a marketing plan. If you need somebody to help you promote it, we can recommend a few customers to you. The storefront is very easy. We can accept payment from anywhere in the world. This customer now, they have this thing in the UK. You can see now they can set up pricing in their own USD and you can charge customers in foreign currencies, right? So it's pretty much like you're buying online. You can set up your own shipping cost and every other thing that you need. Everything is handled for you by Lumi Business. So you see now, you can put your delivery address and it will take you to where you're meant to pay. See the order summary. And the system will allow you to pay with Stripe. And you are able to easily check this out for your customer. Can you see? You can accept payment, you can do card payment or all sorts of payments, and immediately this money will be processed and it will be sent to your bank account. So we're encouraging you guys to use our storefronts. If you need help with the setup or anything at all, it's free with your subscription. Don't sleep on it. Maximize everything, but just know that you cannot just have a storefront and say people will come and be buying from it without you promoting it. You need to promote it so that you can get more customers. And as we know, right, the essence of building Lumi is to help businesses to scale and to sell, right? As time goes on, right, nobody will be walking to your store every now and then to want to buy from you. People want to sit down in their house, right, and just order. Even if the customers you know today, you can tell them that, oh, don't come to the store. You can order and I will deliver it to you. You are giving them a service and they'll be so happy with it. You can have your own delivery person today that will just, anytime you have a delivery, the customer will have even paid for the delivery because we will help you collect the delivery fee and you just ship the item to them. So you need your own storefront. You can put it on your WhatsApp. You can send it to your customer that they can order from you without having to visit your store physically, because that's where the future is going to today. So, that's everything we would like to discuss with you guys. So we can now start taking general questions across board from everybody.
Thank you very much. Can I go ahead and ask my question? Okay.
Yes, please.
Please say what you want to say before I come in.
I'm sorry. The domain for the storefront, owning your own domain, how much is it?
So it's not us. We are not. It depends on the type of domain you want to buy, right? So you can buy it in Nigeria, right? I can show you. You can go and check it yourself.
That's okay.
Buy a domain in Nigeria. You can buy it from anywhere. You can buy it from abroad. But within like 30,000 naira, you should be able to domain go. I think it's Go 54. Go 54, yeah. So we have these guys here. This is where we recommend, or you can buy it from Namecheap. So if you want to check, one thing you have to do is we have to check if the name of your business is available. Just give me a name a domain you would love to buy for your business. Maybe
Liquid LIC restaurant.
Leak restaurants. So we just search.
That is not correct.
LIC?
No, the restaurant actually.
It's correct now, right?
Oh wow, interesting.
You need to put a T before the. You need to put an A after the T.
Yeah, he's got it right now. Yeah. Oh, right. That's right.
Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce restaurant.
Okay. And so that's interesting. 24.
You can see that it's better you buy it fast before somebody else buy it. It's per year.
I know, right?
You don't pay to us, you pay to them. And we connect it for you, right? So it depends on the name you want to buy and how much that day the business will charge you. Yeah.
Nice. And this domain applies to every other web category also. There's no like maybe these people don't accept it, maybe Yahoo doesn't accept it, GoDaddy doesn't, so
it's just once you buy it, anybody can access it from anywhere in the world.
All right then. Thank you very much. I'm sorry, please, that Go 54 or the
You need the link, right?
Yeah, the name to buy, where to buy.
Okay. So just buy it and send us the login details, right?
No, I mean the place you just went to. What's the name
Somebody
of the website?
we connect.
Go 54, right?
Oh, yes, Go 54.
I'll just send it. Oh, nice. Thank you very much.
All right. Any other question? Some other people have questions. Please, you can unmute yourself and ask a question.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, we can, sir.
All right. Please, I have two questions.
Okay, sir.
And to ask those two questions, I want to get something very clear. Now, I want to sell a particular product, get into the cart, and then we get to checkout, and then eventually charge.
Yes.
At what time does that particular item get registered in your sales record, please, before I ask my question?
It's at the point of you've charged the cost.
That's before the printing.
Once you charge and it shows before once you get to that place where you can print, when you see print, that means we've charged it.
Now, that is, I have been having this problem on and on, and I have discussed this with at least two of your staffers, but they have not been able to, really solve this particular challenge. It is the problem of receipt numbering. Okay. I wouldn't know what Lumi in particular has in mind when all our numbers on our own invoices must be drawn from Lumi. What I'm saying is this. The numbering on our invoices are not chronological. You have 6452 and then you have 729. You can't really follow them down, if you understand what I mean. And I want to say this. In our own personal business, our experience has been that our workers are using that to defraud us. Because now you are not there and they have raised a particular item, but then something did not get printed. I don't know whether you understand.
I get what you mean.
You can never, there is no way, because it is not chronologically arranged, you cannot trace. Now, one will have been able to, okay, this is one. Okay, Kasha will be able to ask, please, I'm seeing number 3 here. Where is number 2? I don't know whether you understand. I'm telling you practically that we've lost a lot of money through that. You hear a star. We had a camera in our place where the staff will say, somebody can make money from here.
I see.
So I don't know why we have to draw, why every receipt would have to draw from Lumi's whatever pool. What interest does Lumi have in the receipts, in the numbers of the receipts? If you understand what I mean.
Thank you for bringing this up, and thank you for explaining it the way you explained it, right? But most of the time, right, we have a lot of businesses and everybody is requesting for different things, right? What you've explained it now, you've really told us like people are using it for fraud and we hate things like that, right? So we're going to work on it. So what I have in mind right now is that for every receipt we print, for the number, right? Encode it for the receipt number, it will be encoded with the date, the time, and the ID, like maybe the name of your business now is Lick Restaurant, right? It's LIC, followed by the date, right? Maybe the time, and we now put a number at the back that says 01, right? So that you're able to see, okay, if you see a receipt now, you can easily interpret it and say, this receipt was for yesterday, and is the number 5 receipt, and this was the time and date where they are received.
Something like that, exactly.
Yes, we can get it done for you, sir.
Please, can I tell you very sincerely?
Yes.
In fact, it's the reason I decided to leave every other thing else to join this discussion, because already I am moving away from Lumi because of that. Lumi is wonderful in every other aspect. But in this particular aspect, I think if something is done urgently, it will help us. Please.
You expect something from us by Friday, right?
That's all right. I think I will love it. I will love it.
Something from us by Friday.
Thank you very much. Then the next question, let my wife ask that one.
The next question is this. Let's assume a receipt, an invoice is printed.
Yes.
And the customer now comes back and say, maybe as transfer. Okay, and the customer, as cash. And the customer now just come back and say, I don't want to pay cash again, no, because I don't have enough cash. The money with me is not enough, so I want to make transfer. I think there should be a provision whereby one will just go and just change it to transfer. Not raising the invoice again, returning the invoice and raising it again. Is there any way this?
So that one, when we have the one for date, right? Because these things, this thing you're asking is good, but it's another room for fraud, right? So if you look at, we do it for date today. Maybe you made a sale yesterday, right? And you want to backdate it. We have that today.
No. Not
I know what you're saying, right? So what you're saying is that if you already make a sale, you want to just change it from cash to another thing, right?
Like say, it's not about tomorrow. Now the customer says, no, this money is not, going through. We are talking about now. We're not talking about.
Maybe they don't have. So as soon as you check them out, and you realize that they don't have enough money, they want to change their mind.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, we add that one to our backlog. But the one I'm promising you right now is the receipt, the fraud one, right?
I hope you understand this one. What we are saying is that if that happens, what we need to do now is to go get the receipt, return whatever item he has bought, and then you have to release it again. You understand? Somebody has bought so many. We are into, pharmaceuticals.
You don't want to return it, Abby?
No, you want to. You don't want to go back and raise all the items again. What stops us from just, it was cash before, now it is transfer. Change something from. We have some other platforms that do that. Cash to.
We can allow you to do that, sir. Then, sir, another thing that to get your stuff really faster to us, sometimes sometimes when you explain something to someone and they're trying to interpret it to us, we might not get the urgency. Sure, you get. Right. So we can share an email with you, like our customer service email. Just explain it the way you want it in that email, and we'll look at it. So
I have done so before. I have done so severally.
Okay, that's fine, sir. So let me do this thing for you. Just give me a second.
Sorry, is it not possible for before? So my understanding now, I guess it's a pharmacy. So you want to buy, the customer wants to buy, let's say Panadol, for example. Shouldn't the staff first confirm that they have the right amount or everything is accurate before they click on charge?
That looks simplistic, but sometimes it doesn't work like that. You have different kinds of customers. You understand? You have different kind of customers, and customers are always right. You don't want to fight with them.
So look at this form now here, right? So you can see now this customer. You can change the customer's name. Maybe you do it, right? We also give some, depending on your permission, we give some of them to change their date. So what you are saying now is that you want to be able to change this card to transfer.
Exactly.
All right, cool. So for now, we can do that. Just allow you to change the payment method to maybe cash, transfer, but we might not enable split payments for this one.
That one is
that can be done. Let's do this one.
This one.
So we'll add this one to our list as well. Yeah, thank you so much, man.
Sorry, where do we go? Okay, you will do it later and inform us.
About it, Abi.
Yeah, you'll see it on as soon as you're checking out, you see like an edit icon there that allows you to edit, right?
Okay.
That edit, it will only be available to you, not your staff, because it can be used in fraud and the date. So you have to log in yourself and go and change it.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Or there could be a case whereby they have to require PIN for them to edit it.
Okay.
For the transfer case. So they won't be fraud. They have to take permission from you, request code from you before they can do that.
Yes.
We can just make it that way because we already have that flow today. So they can request for code to edit it. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Thank you, sir, for bringing that up.
All right, please, those two things, work on them. And we are
So
that's fine.
All right. Thank you.
Any other question from any other person on the call before we call it today? Please, this is an opportunity to ask us a direct question.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Thank you so much for organizing this, and I think I have learned a lot. However, my question is just simple. There are some times that I'm trying to create an invoice for someone for a customer, and each time I try, maybe I've already entered one of the items because my store is a baby store, so most of the time the invoices are usually very long. So, for example, now I'm presently working on an invoice. If I had to just put a post to it, because the item that I'm searching for is not even popping up at all. And on the bar here, it shows the clear button is like it's not active.
Okay, hold on.
Yes, and it has happened to me several times. I noticed that some other times it's not an internet problem.
Just show me what you're trying to do. So you are searching for...
I took a screenshot. I don't know where I can. Let me see if I can. I took a screenshot on my phone already.
Okay, you can just send it to any support person anybody on our team that you're
I'm going to send it to Bukola.
Okay, yeah, you can send it to Bukola, then we'll take a look at it.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, if there's a number that we drop on the chat, just send it to that phone number. So also, please, there's something that we want you people to be doing as well, please. On our system now, we now have WhatsApp. Can you see this support, man? This is the easiest way to get things across. These are free. So let me share my screen.
Yes, can you take that again? Okay. I think I've come across this before, and I was able to talk.
Yeah, just chat us directly. You get the thing will go to WhatsApp, and you'll be able to talk to Lumi Business directly, right? So please let's do that. So if you need anything at all, you need to communicate with Lumi Business, because the thing is that the person that you're communicating with might be busy, right? But if you channel your issue through like our normal support channel, somebody else will pick it up, right? So please always use that form. All right. So I guess that's all the questions. So there's something for restaurants that we're also bringing on board. For people that owns a restaurant, and it's something that is very common outside of Nigeria, is just to keep you guys excited about it, is a self-checkout system. For restaurants, Leak Restaurant, I'm sure this is something that you might be interested in. A lot of the time, you guys have a cashier that, how do I put it now? You guys just hire a lot of cashier. You don't need plenty cashier in your store, right? You just need a few businesses within your premises that, to manage your stuff, especially as a restaurant business, and you can use it to cut queue. So I'm going to show us one of the things that we are bringing on board in a couple of days now, and businesses in Nigeria will be able to enjoy it. Pharmacists can also use it, or any type of businesses. You can figure out how they can use it. So the way this thing works here, look at this. So we install this software for you, this hardware. You have it in your store. It's a self-checkout system. If I want to buy food, I just come in, I pick, maybe it is dine-in or checkout, right? I add the store to my stuff, right? I do everything I want to do here. I click on confirm. I do everything myself. Can you see? If I need to pay, right, we are going to mount an ATM system to this thing, right? They have to slot their card, enter their PIN, and the system will confirm it, and they are able to check out. Now, the way it works is actually very, very simple and straightforward. As soon as you are done with what you need to do, I'll show us another thing now. You guys just have a screen on at your store. As soon as your customer places the order, while they are walking into the store, they walk into your store and they place the order, and you have this screen that will be showing to the customer. Everybody will have like a number. And also there's a kitchen display that we have for your staff. Those ones that are in the kitchen, they'll be able to see every order that is coming through. This is it now. So you just display that kitchen display to your staff. As soon as you have orders, they will be getting it on this screen. They can update it that, okay, accept this order. Once they are done, you can see now, right? Start the order. Start. As soon as you start preparing it, the customer will be able to see what is in progress, what is ready, and all of that, right? They'll be able to see it on this screen, right? So this is one of the things that we're working on, self-checkout for businesses, especially restaurants, fine dining, and any other business at all that you feel like whatever your customer wants to buy, there won't be anything like cash payment for this type of stuff. If you want to pay with card, just go into the system. Just look at the screen there. Type in whatever you want to buy. Select it, pay for it. As soon as you pay for it, someone will be on their system, will have gotten that thing that you want to buy for. All they just have to do is they will see your order, they will package it, and they will call you, sir, this is your order. There's no need to be processing payments for everybody. Everybody can actually process their order themselves and buy what they need to buy. The reason why we're bringing this now is because a lot of businesses outside of Nigeria, this is what they use. They employ less people. Everybody is using automation, and we feel like it's something that will be useful to businesses in the country, basically. So we are bringing that up, and if you are interested, please just speak to one of our staff, and we'll let you know. Mr. Bleak Restaurant, I think you have a question, right?
Oh, am I still raising my hand? Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. But however, I got what you are saying. It's a feature. There's a feature like that, but it's like a patch of it at this big restaurant like Domino and Co. Whereby you see when you are waiting for your pizza, they give you a queue for you see it on the board. But
hello, where are you now?
I'm sorry. I think she's on call, right?
Yeah.
All right. So, and the part where that is not in here is the case of the storefront. So this is like a combination of storefront and that case whereby the customer sees what is going on. So it's like you are just giving them a storefront and they can do everything there. They don't have to speak to a staff, and they also monitor the process of the order until they receive it. Wow.
Until they receive it. Then also, you don't have to hire plenty staff. You just need servers.
Yeah, that's the cost. That's why I was. If that was what I wanted to say, I was like, people will lose their job. But however, I want this to be the one you showed on the video is one big gigantic stuff, and that will require a lot of installation and all that, and not all the restaurants will afford that or we have the space for it and all that. So like for me, my restaurant is not that big, and what we usually do, we want everything portable. So I hope this, if it comes out, it will be on something. It could be on a tab whereby you just put the tab in front of the store, or it could be, even if it's that small, it could always be something that every restaurant with tables can put on their table, and whenever a customer walks in and sits on the table, they don't need the staff to walk up to them. They just have to do everything there, and the only time they will see a staff or somebody walking to them is when the order is ready, coming to serve them.
This device, the one I showed you is a 32-inch, right? So the one I showed you now is a 32-inch device, right? It's very big, right? So, but the one we are planning on getting for business is like 21-inch. And you don't need that stand that will cover everywhere. You can just mount it on a wall like a TV, right? In one corner, right? And everybody will just go in there, order their item, and they will check out. But I get your request, and it's something that we can look at. And this is something that pharmacy can also use. I've been to like a lot of pharmacies in Nigeria, especially evening. They can have a very long queue of like plenty people, and a lot of pharmacies in Nigeria, they do supermarkets. They also do what's it called? They also sell drugs. You need a way to make things more efficient. So all you just have to do is hire one staff, maybe dedicate one of your staff to the system. That one will just be looking at system. We'll be looking at orders that are coming in. As soon as people are placing their order, you'll be seeing the queue. You'll just package it and call the person's name. The person has already paid because they did the self-checkout, right? The person has already paid. Your own is just to package the thing for them, give it to them, and they just go. So for people that doesn't want to wait 10 minutes, and a lot of businesses lose customers when they are standing on the queue and just be angry, So that's just...
I know. I think it has its own benefit and disadvantage, but in this case, there are more benefits to it than the disadvantages, and it is one of the things I see here is that people tend to they are responsible for their delay, because it is as you order, the faster you can order, the faster your order will go to the queue. So now the staff will already see. They don't have to, like when it's person to person, you have to start talking. We have to have some human connection issue and all that. So it has more disadvantages. It will be cool, but I just want it to be very simplified. No too much big gadget and all that. That would be okay.
That's fine. We'll look into that for you, sir.
Can I ask a question, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I came late to the meeting. Is this meeting recorded, and can the link be shared so we can watch it again?
Princess.
Yes, we'll send an email with the link.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Okay. I also want to use this opportunity we're having a webinar. We're going to also send a message about the webinar. There's going to be an accountant and our customer success manager, just to talk more about how you can make your business more profitable, some of the costing mistakes you're making as a business owner, and then we'll also talk about the improvements we've made to our profit and loss reporting style, and we'll also take your recommendations as well during the webinar session. So we'll send more details about the webinar after this call. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you.
Okay, so enjoy the rest of your day, everyone. Have a good evening.
Okay.
Educator model as educator